A couple of days ago, I did throw up a post on my Instagram and also on the community board here on YouTube, letting you guys know that I was going to be doing a comparison review between two Trussardi fragrances. The first is Donna EDP. The second is Delicate Rose. So if you want to see my take on these two fragrances, just keep watching. Welcome back and thank you so much for joining me. As promised, I'm going to be doing a comparison review between these two fragrances. Now, obviously, there is a lot of interest in the Donna fragrances, so I just figured why not come in here and expand on the information that we already have on this fragrance. A lot of you guys just want to see my take on it, and a lot of you guys just basically want more information before making that purchase, which is a good idea, of course. After trying the Donna EDP and really liking it, I became very interested in the other fragrances within the Trussardi brand, and I chose to start with Delicate Rose. It just seems like something that I would like. It was obviously a blind buy, never smelled it before or anything like that, and I just wanted to come in here and let you guys know what I think of this fragrance. I got up this morning to check the prices and availability of both fragrances. Now, the Delicate Rose I did buy off Fragrance Net. It was around $35. Unfortunately, they are currently out of stock. That must have just happened because I literally only bought this, I would say, on Thursday, so that's like crazy. I do notice that they do have it on eBay. For those of you guys who do shop on eBay, I did provide a link in my description box. Now, the Donna EDP Fragrance Net has this one. They have the 3.4 fluid ounce bottle for around $50, which is basically what I paid for mine. Now, that's just a little bit of information on pricing and availability. We are going to jump right into this review. We're going to start out with Donna EDP. Donna EDP was launched in 2011 in celebration of the brand's 100th anniversary. It is classified as an amber floral, and the nose behind this fragrance is Natalie Lorson. The main accords to Donna EDP are citrus, white floral, fruity, sweet, floral, vanilla, woody, and powdery. So let's talk a bit about the vibe of this fragrance. I think it's very important to know whether or not a fragrance is going to match your whole style, your personality, and your vibe. My first impression of this fragrance was that it smells a little on the mature side, but not old. It just smells very grown up. Even though a lot of people would probably treat this like an everyday casual scent, I would probably reserve this fragrance for special occasions. It just has that very classy, elegant vibe going on. So I would probably wear this, say, on a boat ride, or if I'm going somewhere nice and elegant, somewhere where I was gonna have to get a little done up. Now, let's talk about the smell. So what you get when you just spray this fragrance out is a very bright, fresh, clean, invigorating scent. It's very citrusy, but it's definitely not overpowering. It's not sharp. It's not piercing. And I guess that's because you have the combination of the fruity notes. Now, the fruity notes here, they aren't overly sweet or like overly sugary or anything like that. It comes off a little bit more watery. Think melon. That's the kind of feel that I get. It's a very beautiful opening. The citruses and the fruit, they kind of linger, so they kind of like make their way down to the heart of the fragrance, and they just kind of go in and mingle in with the jasmine tea. So in the heart we get like a very dominant jasmine tea scent. So I would say within 20 minutes of wearing this fragrance, you're gonna notice a mild transformation. The fragrance that was once clear and citrusy and a little bit transparent becomes a little bit more full and a little bit more warm and a little sweeter. So at this point, the fragrance definitely retains that clean feeling. You get that undertone of citrus and you get that very refreshing jasmine tea, but it does get warmer. You'll notice that the fragrance is going to get a little warmer, a little sweet, and very, very comforting. it feels almost like you're wearing a cashmere sweater. So that's kind of the feel that you get from this fragrance. So just to sum things up, when you spray this fragrance out, you're gonna get a lightly sweet citrusy scent, and that's from the citruses and the watery fruity notes that they have in the top. A couple of minutes in, that gives way to the floral heart. What you get in the heart is basically a very refreshing jasmine tea scent. The citruses and the fruits never really disappear. They kind of linger throughout the wear of the fragrance. In the end, it retains that beautiful floral jasmine tea notes along with the undertone of citrus. But within a couple of minutes, you're going to notice how the fragrance does take a little bit of a turn, becomes a little bit warmer, a little bit sweeter, and more comforting. And that's from the base notes of vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood, and Virginia cedar. Now, it's a very wafty, airy scent. So sometimes you smell it and sometimes you don't. And you'll also realize that sometimes you can't smell it, but people around you are going to be able to smell it. It's not the type of fragrance that you're going to smell constantly, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so let's talk about Delicate Rose EDT. Delicate Rose EDT was launched in 2012. It's categorized as a floral fruity scent, and the nose behind this scent is also Natalie Lorson. The main accords to this scent are floral, rose, woody, aquatic, green, musky, fruity, fresh, and ozonic. In the opening of this fragrance, we have yuzu, bamboo, and kumquat. And in the heart, we have rose, lotus, apple, and jasmine. And in the base, we have musk, sandalwood, cedar, and woodsy notes. So I'm going to start out by spraying this fragrance on this arm. So what you get when you first spray this fragrance out is a very fresh, clean, vibrant, uplifting, citrusy scent. I presume this to be coming from the yuzu and the kumquat. So it smells very clean, refreshing. It feels also very transparent, very clear, and also very watery. So within the first couple of minutes, I detected a light green, hazy kind of note. And I wasn't sure where that was coming from, but I liked it. When I looked at the notes, I realized that was the bamboo. So it has a very nice, refreshing, interesting opening, which I happen to like. So of course, within a couple of minutes, the fragrance transitions to the heart, where we have the rose, the jasmine, the lotus, and the green apple. So you could just imagine what that smells like. So basically what you get here is a very citrusy, aquatic, rosy type of scent. It feels a little tart and it is a little sharp. It's not a flat rose. It's a very bright, citrusy, aquatic rose that dries down a little bit musky and a little bit more woody. So it ends up smelling like a lighter version of what it started out as. So as you could tell, it's not a very complex scent. Just think citrusy rose with a little bit of an aquatic undertone and a little bit of muskiness. The vibe that I get from this fragrance is pretty like laid back, lazy Sunday kind of feel. Casual, just throw this on and just go about your day. That's the kind of feel that I get from that. Very nice to have a fragrance like this in your collection. It's an easy reach kind of fragrance, very casual, something you could just put on and go about your day. So I do like this fragrance. So basically, to sum things up, this is a citrusy rose with an aquatic undertone and a bit of woods and musk. I actually really like this scent, but that's no surprise because I adore fragrances like this one. So let's talk about the performance of this scent. In that this is an eau de toilette, I was not expecting much out of this fragrance in regards to performance, but I really underestimated this fragrance. It lasts like all day and it projects really, really well. So I have no problems with the performance of this scent. Is it necessary to have both fragrances in your collection? Well, that's for you to decide. I'm certainly glad to have both fragrances because I feel as though they smell completely different and they both have a different vibe. They both bring a different energy. So I don't see any reason why I shouldn't have both in my collection. This is for special occasion and this is for everyday casual wear. So I'm basically happy with my purchases. Okay guys, so that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my take on Donna EDP and Delicate Rose EDT. If you'd like to try these fragrances out, don't forget to check the links that I have below in my description box. And if there's another fragrance that you'd like me to try, please let me know. It doesn't have to be from Trussardi, just any fragrance out there that you want me to review or compare, just let me know. So that is it for me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.